You're listening to an old episode of Metal Gear Mondays. To keep up with all of the new episodes, please check out patreon.com/Metal Gear Mondays.
This week on Metal Gear Mondays, the cast of Metal Gear Mondays slips into a 7-year coma. Ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, whoever else might be listening, this is the podcast where we cover Metal Gear Solid from top to bottom, left to right, inside and out in chronological order. Metal Gear Mondays, book club style fashion. As always, I am your host, Alessio Summerfield, and this week I'm joined by Samuel Wright.
Give me one of them funky ass beats.
Cue it here. And later we'll be joined by Isaac Lim, who is reporting remotely from a very special location. But yeah. So anyway, this is our side up for this week. Last week we covered the original Metal Gear for the MSX from 1987. And the plan was to record Metal Gear 2 moving forward. However, due to some timing constraints on my end and just kind of across the board, we have decided to take a break. I guess more formally, I have decided to take a break. Currently, if anybody has been aware of kind of the Butterscotch Shenanigans, Crashlands feature film turned series, turned XYZ, whatever, that we've talked about on the show, official, unofficial, off the record. So we have a distributor who's interested in picking up the show. The plan is to release the show on the 1-year anniversary of Crashlands, which is going to be January of next year. And we also have to not only make a season of a show, which we are midway through cutting, but we have to cut an entire feature film to show off at MagFest this year. So we just have a shit ton of work on my end. I'm also working a day job currently because we can't focus on client work. And just a lot of timing constraints. So as opposed to me pretending like I'm able to play along and you guys getting a subpar experience, I figured it would be a good idea for us to hedge our bets for a second, give everybody time who works on the show to kind of catch up and play along further. And the next time we get together to record, we will all have played Metal Gear 2, Snake's Revenge, and start playing Metal Gear Solid 4. So that's kind of the trajectory, is the next time the show comes back, we will discuss Metal Gear 2, Snake's Revenge, do kind of like a general old Metal Gear wrap-up episode, and then dive straight into Metal Gear Solid 4. However, the delay between now and then is it looks like we're probably going to start recording again closer to January. So it might be we might have a chance to record some of these episodes a little earlier. But the thing is we want to give you guys an exact date. That way you're not checking back frequently and then getting upset that the show hasn't started back up yet and then losing interest. So overall, we're going to take a hiatus, and we are going to come back in January of next year. And we're going to kick some ass. So keep posted. I will post the date of the return of the show in the show notes because I'm not looking at a calendar right this instant. But it will most likely be about mid-January of next year. So that being said, we wanted to thank everybody who's been writing in. And thank everybody who's just now discovering the show. Hopefully you're not going to get to this episode and get very upset. Sam, did you have anything that you wanted to tell all of our listeners?
Y'all cool. Love you, bae.
Yeah. Yeah, so we really appreciate it. We've been.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
I've said all of 6 words, and they were "give me one of those funky ass beats" and "y'all cool, love ya, bae." So I feel like that's kind of par for the course.
Yeah,
for me, really.
No, it's good. Well, and likewise too. I mean, we're all kind of going through shifts and stuff like that. I know Isaac is kind of going through some more work-related things. Cameron, as well, is kind of head down on a ton of editing. And I know Sam may have, hopefully, maybe, some exciting employment opportunities arising.
Yes.
So we're just taking our time to be adults and kind of double check all of our shit. Because unfortunately, we have gotten so busy that even taking a couple hours to record and edit has become a little bit much. But that being said, we're all super jazzed. By popular demand, we're going to take a second to talk about a thing because we want to leave. This is going to suck. We're going to leave everybody on a real shit note before we leave. Let's talk about Metal Gear Survive, Sam. Let's just dive in.
I don't want it. I don't want it. Nobody asked for it. I don't want it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's... So let me... I'm going to ask you a question. Do you think Metal Gear will survive Metal Gear Survive?
I don't know. I think as long as it makes money, they're gonna make another one. They're gonna milk the Metal Gear franchise for all it's worth at this point, because they can, and probably because they're slightly bitter.
Well,
Konami. So I don't know.
No, for sure.
As long as they can guarantee themselves money, they're gonna do it.
Well, and so I want to raise this point. I know we've talked about it on the Slack, and we've talked about it on Facebook, but my point is this. If Konami were strictly money grubbing and wanted to make a quick buck and wanted to milk Metal Gear for all that it was worth, A, they already have people working on Fox Engine cutscenes of MGS3. Mm-hmm. B, Metal Gear Solid 5 perfectly leaves off for a remake of the original Metal Gear to happen. Mm-hmm. And C, they totally could have just fucking released like the Act 3 that never got finished for MGS5 and charged like $10 for it and probably would have made a quick buck there without a lot of work. So the thing that's weird to me is why they decided to A, put in all of this creative... I mean, and don't get me wrong, like, somebody spent time coming up with the concept for Metal Gear Survive, number one. Number two, a whole team of people got paid to come up with the concept for Metal Gear Survive. C, if it's multiplayer only, I'm assuming it's going to be online multiplayer, and I'm assuming that means they have to run servers to do it. Is that not going to cost them more money in the end? I know they're releasing it as a budget title, but like, so I don't know. For me, what's confusing is Konami seems like they're jumping through more hoops than they have to get our money. So I think they think this is an idea that people actually want to play. Maybe. I don't know.
It just seems, the whole thing just seems silly.
Do you think that there are enough younger fans of Metal Gear who got into it through 5 now that are into online games, that are into like YouTuber bullshit, pick up play, just buy a game to get into it for a little bit with your friends and then desert it? Do you think there are enough of those people that play like mobile games and stuff like that aren't really committed to the franchise that will pick this game up and give it a shot to make it worthwhile for Konami?
Probably not. I guess it kind of drives back to number one. How well did Rising sell?
I think it did fairly well, to be completely honest.
Did it?
Yeah, let me double check real quick. I will pull that up. Continue with while you're speaking. I'll look it up.
Okay, because the thing about Rising is that if it did do pretty well, the very least, the thing that it had going for it was that it had a familiar character in Raiden, right?
Well, plus it had Platinum Games, which people are into.
Yeah. This one, it's made by Konami. It's like there's no real connection to Metal Gear, and like there's legitimately no connection aside from the fact that there's probably a Metal Gear in this game, and it just seems like in the culture of picking up a multiplayer game and then dropping it because something else come out and then never going back to it, I don't think that this is going to stand out in the crowd of bullshit that's out there, personally. But because there's no hook, it's another zombie game. Just because it has a Metal Gear name next to it doesn't mean it's a Metal Gear game. It doesn't have a hook to it. Like if I see a trailer for this but it's Big Boss fighting zombies, then I'm slightly interested because it's Big Boss fighting zombies. But like these are just some vanilla mother base soldiers. And...
I mean, it has. So I will say this, and like I'm not trying. I don't think. I think to some extent we can all be negative Nancy's, but I think at the same time, like with a grain of salt, if this was something else, I think.
Well, that's the thing. Here's the thing. If this was a different game, like if you reskinned the trailer to be literally anything else, but it was the same trailer, I feel like we wouldn't be having such a visceral reaction about it. But because it's a Metal Gear game, because Konami's making it, I think that's why we're getting so poo-poo about it.
Mm-hmm. Well, and likewise, too, I think even if it was Metal Gear, I think if they would have dove right into it and almost done like a Dead Rising style, just over the top, fucking banana goofy, I think it at least would have had more character than this like vanilla-looking Resident Evil remake. Mm-hmm. I think the idea of playing a 4-person survival game mode with the Fox engine and some friends in familiar locations sounds like fun, but it almost sounds like free DLC or like $10 DLC for Metal Gear Solid 5. Yeah, which makes me wonder, like, was this already in because it's coming out so quickly. Was it already in development while 5 was being developed? Like, was this like a funny, goofy side thing that they were going to do as DLC?
It was like a subsistence mini game.
Yeah, like that's what it feels like. I don't know. Real quick, just to give you, based on what we were talking about earlier with Metal Gear Rising, let me give you the sales figures. So apparently Hideo Kojima actually acknowledged that Rising sold really well around the world, but he didn't share any numbers. And then during its first week, the game topped Japan's Media Create and Enterbrain Japan charts list, selling 308,000 units according to the former, and 335,000 units according to the latter. Among the Famitsu 2013 Top 100, a list of the top 100 Japanese retail software sales for the year of 2013, Metal Gear Rising ranked number 11 with 470,000 physical retail sales within Japan. During its debut in the UK, it was the second best-selling game following Crysis 3.
Holy shit.
So it did really well, apparently.
Yeah. Okay. Well, disregard that example.
Well, and it critically did pretty well, too, because it looks like the average score is like 4 out of 5 across the board.
Yeah, no, it was a pretty good game. Slightly frustrating.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing is, like, I think if they rolled this out and they were like, there are a couple different ways they could have done this. They could have been like, hey, like they could have formally said, out of respect for Kojima and the fans, we're not going to touch Metal Gear Solid, but we're going to do this fun spin-off thing with a small team that's going to be a budget title. I think if they just would have been more transparent about what it was, then people wouldn't be so pissed off. And like, I'm not saying I'm pissed off, but I think if they did straight out come out and say this is going to be like a fun, goofy DLC and like showed some gameplay, and they were like, it's essentially just like a spin-off of 5. It'll be fun. Everybody who likes the multiplayer will get a kick out of this. It's essentially like a new multiplayer mode, but it's more robust, hence the $30. And they like if they were to say that and then say, by the way, we have some other fun Metal Gear stuff cooking, but we just need more time to get it done, and this is just kind of like a fun diversion, I think people would get excited. But I think what people are worried about is that this is all Konami is doing for Metal Gear.
This is it. Yeah. And it very well might be. I think they'd be stupid if they weren't thinking about either remaking the Metal Gear games or doing these remasters of like the Solid games or something. Literally anything. Because I would love if they remastered or remade the Solid games, but like somebody needs to fucking remake Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2.
Mm-hmm. I wonder
ASAP.
I wonder if it's because they were super pissy with Kojima with how long each game was taking. I wonder if they don't want to do the remakes because they know it's going to be like an investment of like a year or two of people just working.
That's the thing. They need to take the Bethesda approach where it's all right. We're not going to talk about it until it's ready. They did that with Fallout 4. They're doing that. They're doing that with whenever Elder Scrolls 6 comes out. They're going to wait until it's close to ready before they announce it. Don't build people's expectations 3 years in advance like Kingdom Hearts. Don't take the Square Enix approach. Take the Bethesda approach. You know, there's easy ways around that. If you need to take a long time to make a game, don't announce it until it's ready. Because if it's popular enough,
yeah,
like a remake of Metal Gear is going to be, then it'll sell if you announce it 6 months or a year in advance of its release. Like, it'll sell. You don't need like years of promotion.
Mm-hmm.
So
no, I agree. Well, and likewise too. I almost feel like I know why they haven't done this, because I think it would have cost them more money. But I almost feel like if they were to say, "Hey, the team behind fucking Yakuza of the Dead," or "Hey, like this guy who's done," because like nobody got mad at Yakuza that there was like a zombie killing spin-off game. Like we all thought it was just goofy bullshit. And nobody got mad at Blood Dragon for Far Cry 3, mainly because it was rad as fuck. But
Blood Dragon was fucking cool as shit.
yeah,
dude.
that's true. But that being said, I feel like if they were to because they just sent out a press release at Gamescom and showed a trailer. Like they didn't even have stage presence. So I wonder if they would have just brought the guy who was in charge of this team up on stage, and he's like, "This is just a fun fucking little dumb thing we're doing." I feel like people would have been like, "Okay, cool,
It's fine.
we're
It's
good,
fine.
that's cool." Because, they're trying to... So they specifically mentioned in the press release that they're selling Survive for the same amount of money that they sold Ground Zeroes.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, A, why isn't it called Metal Gear Solid 5 Survive, or whatever the fuck it's supposed to be? And B, if that's the case, why are they pitching it as like a whole separate series, almost? Because you look at the title and everything, and it feels like this is like a whole nother little like side shoot, like Metal Gear Acid or something, like a mini franchise.
Yeah. Well, because the thing of it is, it's like, oh fuck, I just lost my entire train of thought. Never mind.
That being said, I've seen some of the screenshots and stuff, and there's straight up like 4 people walking, and you see all this shit. But I saw one of them had straight up a box on their head. If there's like goofy costume options and stuff, like this really could be Dead Rising Metal Gear.
In the was he not just carrying it on his shoulder?
Maybe. I see. That's the thing is like I hope that they just get really goofy with it. Like if they fully leaned into the Metal Gear sense of humor with this, it would be amazing. Like I would laugh my ass off.
Absolutely.
But I don't know if they're gonna do.
That,
I don't know if they're gonna give us the Saints Row of Metal Gear that we.
That reminds me of what I was gonna say. Now that you
go ahead,
bring that up. I feel like it would be a lot of fun if they just kind of made almost a Left 4 Dead like game.
Yes.
Like a four people squad where you could play by yourself, but you can play with friends, and just insane humor, killing everything that runs at you, and then every so often you get to fight a huge ass thing like a Metal Gear.
Yeah, or like some of the fucking what is it? Squad, the Skull Squad.
Yeah. And you know what? People are fucking thirsty for another game like Left 4 Dead at this point.
Yeah, dude.
So,
and that's the thing is, like, I think it's weird. Like, I think if this would have been done a little bit better, like at least handled better, I think this could have been really funny and exciting and fun. And maybe when they show off gameplay, like we'll all be like, well, let's eat our words because they're doing what we said they should do. But it doesn't feel like it. Like the trailer's too serious.
Just the way that they approached it, it just seems disingenuous and face value.
Yeah. So I don't know. I will say this: the fact that there are cutscenes from Ground Zeroes and no, I'm pretty sure just from Ground Zeroes. The fact that there are cutscenes from Ground Zeroes that we're seeing from a different perspective with crazy shit happening makes me wonder if they have actually been working on this, like with a small team in the background, like since.
Yeah,
because I don't know. I will say this: it will be. I reading the thing. I don't know if there are going to be any more locations, but in the press release, it straight up says that you go back to Camp Omega.
Oh shit!
So, and that makes me wonder too. Like, I don't think this is what Kojima meant, but was Kojima kind of talking about this when he was talking about revisiting Camp Omega in like a big bad crazy way?
Maybe.
I mean, he said that it was going to be something that's never been done before in games, so I doubt it. But they are going back to Camp Omega in this game. So it'll be the location from Ground Zeroes. That being said, like, is it just going to be that location? Because I don't know if I'm going to pay $30 to go around that tiny fucking island.
Yeah,
with 4 people.
for another game that's just Camp Omega. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if it included it, that'd be cool. But
yeah.
This also has, like, if they go the Metal Gear Acid route, where they just go buck wild goofy with their references, Dude, they could totally have like locations from past Metal Gear games show up as maps. Like how fucking rad would it be?
Shadow Moses
or the Shadow Moses
Shell
helipad, or like the Big Shell to be like a location that you're fighting zombies at.
Mm-hmm.
So
be fucking rad. Dude.
I don't know. That being said, Sam, are you gonna buy this game?
I feel like I'm obligated to at this point, right? Is it like?
Yeah, I kind of feel that way too. I also feel like with it being a multiplayer game, if we wait until it goes on sale, there won't be anybody playing it.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I'm probably just going to play with my friends, but...
Well, yeah, for sure.
So, and that being said, I will make time to play this with you, Sam. I know that has been a point of contention.
It's like, you want to play Overwatch?
I still really want to fucking play Overwatch, dude.
I was talking to Cameron the other day. I was like, Alessio bought Overwatch for PS4 specifically to play with me, and we still haven't.
What did Cameron say?
He just started laughing. He's like, I remember seeing that in the Slack.
Yeah. Dude, I still really want to play it. Like, and they added a new character.
Good. They added a new character. They're adding a new map.
I'll play it.
This is way out.
This is what I'm going to do with my break. Everybody's going to get mad at me because they're like, we're not getting Metal Gear Monday so that Alessio can play Overwatch with
Alessio's
Sam.
just playing Overwatch with Sam.
Yeah, that's not what's happening, but we will. We do need to make time to do that. I need to make time to like not work myself into the ground in general. So, but yeah. So that being said, if Metal Gear Survive ends up being like a fully multiplayer thing, you can definitely check me out on PSN at AC Summerfield. I will fucking play this with all of you if you guys want to play. Because I will. I'm gonna sink money into this fucking sinking ship, even though I shouldn't, because I don't want to give Konami my money.
Hashtag fuck Konami. Yeah. And I'm Deadpool Alpha.
Yeah.
So
it'll be good. Cool. Well,
we still really didn't talk about just how batshit the concept of it is.
Yeah. So Sam. Okay. So somebody just listened to all that and they have no idea what this is. What is the concept of this game?
So Metal Gear Survive is about that one time Mother Base got blown up.
Yeah. At the end of Ground Zeroes.
The end of Ground Zeroes, and everybody's scrambling to get off Mother Base, and the trailer starts with Big Boss and Kaz in a helicopter flying away from Mother Base as it's collapsing, and this one soldier just looking at him like, fuck.
Yeah, like it looks like the Titanic's about to go down, and he's just kind of like, he's accepting it.
Which I like the symbolism that people invented for that, which is like the helicopter with Big Boss and Kaz is like Kojima flying away from the sinking ship that is Konami.
Too much. Like people are even reading into like Metal Gear Survive as a concept, and I'm like, guys, Kojima's not even there anymore. What the fuck are you talking about? So this guy's trying to escape, and then he gets sucked into like an alternate dimensional wormhole or something. Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Am I getting that right?
There are giant alien wormholes above Mother Base pulling in people as it's exploding.
Yeah. So he gets sucked into one of those, and he shows up in this like weird landscape, and there are zombies with weird crystals in their heads, and he's trying to fight it, and then a couple other Mother Base people show up, and then 4 of them, and then there's a bow and arrow person of undetermined gender.
So let me ask you this, Sam. Is this batshit crazy and we're just not looking at it the right way? Like, should we be laughing at this? Like,
I don't know. The thing of it is, I feel like the concept of it we should be, but the way that the trailer is presented is so fucking serious that it makes it hard to laugh at it.
Gotcha. Because I was going to say, this definitely sounds like some VR mission fucking Genola, like ridiculous stuff. So is it just because of the way that this is Snake Tales level insanity?
Yeah. I swear to God, if Matt Campbell shows up, I will buy this game.
Dude, if
they do a Matt Campbell press release, I'll buy this game 50 times.
Yeah, I'll get behind you. Like if they're like revisit characters that have not been shown before, and it's like you get to fight alongside all these like other characters, and then all of a sudden it's like, and introducing Matthew Campbell. I will shit my pants the moment I see it.
And I hope he looks exactly like Liquid Metal Mike's drawing of him.
Maybe that's where Meryl and Johnny went after their honeymoon.
Oh, they went to this alternate dimension to fight zombies.
Yeah. Trying to think of who all could show up there. Spoiler alert, Skullface should show up there because that'd be wonderful.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
Face.
It's got cool potential as a concept, but again, I wish it would have been like $10 co-op mode for Metal Gear Solid 5 or something.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and then the end of the trailer, they're all like fighting zombies. At the end of the trailer, they walk up, and then I'm pretty sure Metal Gear shows up, like a Metal Gear.
Like it cuts to black, and you
like
hear
roaring,
like
metallic roaring.
Yeah.
Did you see that? Did you see that Monster Hunter thing? There's you can fight a Metal Gear in Monster Hunter.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, you can fight dinosaurs from Monster Hunter in Metal Gear Peace Walker.
Is that what I was looking at?
Oh, maybe.
Hold on. Because this was like recently. I'm pretty sure I saw.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I was gonna say Monster Hunter and Metal Gear have crossed paths in the past.
No, I'll have to send you a picture because I'm pretty sure.
Nice. So they finally flipped it the other way around.
I think so. Yeah.
Nice.
Hold on, let me.
Well, that being said, too, just for all the listeners, if you guys do want to add us on PSN when we play Peace Walker, we will be utilizing the online, hopefully, if it's still functional. I think it might be. Once we play through the single player, me, Sam, and Isaac are going to spend some time playing multiplayer. And so we have discussed like Zach DeTrocchio playing with us and some other people. So if you're listening and you want to get in on the Peace Walker jam, we will let you guys know in the future when we're going to be doing that. And then we will all play together and it'll be a great time. And while Sam looks up,
my bad. It was Gear Rex. It was from Peace Walker.
Oh, gotcha. The other thing I wanted to mention is in the interim, while this show is not running, I strongly suggest that you check out a new show on the network called Grindcore. It's featuring Cameron from the network and longtime listener and good friend of the show, Nick Freda. And the two of them are going through and playing classic JRPGs and discussing them kind of like we do on this show. So right now they're playing through Chrono Trigger, which is phenomenal, and the show itself is really great. It's very much in the vein of this show and like Watch Out for Fireballs with the two-person kind of dynamic. But Cameron and Nick do a really, really good job, and they're very fun to listen to.
So if you enjoy RPGs and you have some type of passing or at least passing interest in them, and you want something to kind of scratch the itch that this show is going to kind of leave behind, definitely check that out. It's definitely worth it. It's really good
for sure. And that being said, too, like I might before we come back from our break in January, if anything crazy does end up happening with Survive or some new Metal Gear announcement or something like that, Sam and I can set aside some time to do like a quick side op.
We'll
thing.
drop a little bit of time.
But as far as formally going back to starting playing through the games, we will be breaking until mid-January of 2017. It doesn't seem like it's going to be that far away, but at the same time it is 5 months, so I apologize for anybody who is deeply upset. But likewise, we're not getting paid to do this, and we have a shit ton of other things happening that are kind of affecting. So... right on. Before we go, let's cut to Isaac, who is coming at us live from Mother Base.
Hey guys, I wanted to give a quick update because it seems that I've hit 50 followers on the Tweetsners, but I have no idea where I am right now, so as soon as I find my computer, I will do that. Right now I'm in this strange building and I don't know, there's no windows, I don't know where I am. Crap. Oh, shoot, power just went out. What the crap was that? Oh my gosh. Alright, if you guys don't hear from me, in the next 36 hours, then, send help, please, somewhere. I don't know where.
Thanks, Isaac.
Fuck.
I'll pick one of those.
We didn't plan this.
No planning. I hope he's okay. Question
Yeah,
mark.
seriously. I hope he's not been sucked into a wormhole.
Oh, I'm sure he has. Maybe that's where everybody that snake wormholes in 5 to get them back to Mother Base. Maybe when they get lost in transit, they actually go to that crazy
To fight
place.
the zombies. What do you think the zombies are?
I don't know. Do you think that the Mother Base soldiers that you have to find in those side ops in Metal Gear Solid 5, do you think that they've survived through that nightmare and that's why they're all frazzled?
Oh, maybe.
That's what makes me think that maybe this has been in the works for a little bit. Because there are like weird, like wormholes and zombies appear in 5. So it's not super crazy to think. I don't know. Zombies are so fucking dated at this point. Like, why are we still talking about them?
I don't know.
Anyway,
I don't
Sam.
Yes, I just wanted to throw
You got any
something
last
out there
words?
real quick. Well, really quick, I wanted to throw something out there. We got another iTunes review from Canada, a legit one from Jack from Vancouver, and I want to thank Jack for that quite a bit. And we got another one from Solid 7 Ace from the United States, but I just really wanted to highlight Canada real quick.
Canada.
That's 2. Canada. So.
Right on.
That's all I needed. I just needed to bring that up.
I appreciate that. Is there any other sort of farewell? Trying to think. So I will still be on the Slack if you guys want to throw us your 5 buckaroos. Likewise, we are potentially. Sam, are you still coming to Missouri in September? Is that still on the?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
It's still on the cards. You mentioned strange job opportunities.
Yeah.
And it might throw a wrench, but the timeline of what's going on with that will probably still allow for me to come out and see you.
Sweet. I'm trying to think. Trying to think. Yeah, I don't know. I think a week to beat Metal Gear 2 is a little intense. So I think that as far as like the Patreon that's been assisting us, it's really helped us kind of get things like Grindcore off the ground. And I think likewise, too, Sam being able to come out physically to meet up with me and discuss network stuff and potentially even record some stuff. Is it like the Patreon stuff is directly going to be contributing to that, as well as all the hosting for all these shows so far. So I just wanted to actively out loud tell everybody that your Patreon dollars have not gone to waste. And please don't feel like this break is happening because not enough people have supported us on Patreon. And also,
It's strictly a time management.
yeah,
crazy.
for sure. And likewise, too, please don't feel like just because this show is taking a brief break that you should pull support for the network, because there are a lot of other cool things that are happening besides just this show. So.
Geek Time Podcast has been lit these last couple weeks. I had Cameron on the show with me on this past Friday. Me and James had put out some funny stuff. Nikki Ziggy Stardust was on the week before last. Geek Time Podcast is good. Obviously, Grindcore, you should obviously check that out. Mad Bad Book Club is still fucking hilarious. So, you know, we've got some stuff on there for you to check out.
Yeah, buddy, Grindcore is going to be dope. But right on. But yeah, so anyway, I guess let's just do our sign off because this is awkward and I don't know how to end this. As always, my name is Alessio Summerfield and you're checking us out. You can check me out on Twitter at AC Summerfield, and you can email me. It is alessio@geekti.me. That's ALESSIO. And Sam, where can they find you?
I'm on Twitter, SamWrightDPS, on there. You can also check me out, email me at samw@geekti.me or admin@geekti.me. That's the site-wide email. All of us have access to it, so you can check that out. And it'll probably get to one of us. But yeah,
Yep.
check that out. Go to YouTube, type in the Geek Time Network. I'm running my Clue Finders videos on there still, and my new series, Sam Tries Everything, is kind of hitting the ground and starting up. I just tried Crystal Pepsi.
Oh, are you serious? Where the fuck did you find
Yeah,
that?
it's Kroger.
Oh, I didn't realize it had been released again.
Yeah, no, it's out.
Nice.
I just heard Crystal Pepsi. The Swedish Fish Oreos are coming soon. I just need to go grab a pack of them. Mac and Cheetos are on there. The cinnamon challenge video that I did, however long, is a part of that series. So I'm trying things that I think are going to be bad and letting you know what I think about them on the YouTube channel.
Perfect.
So type in the Geek Time Network and search for us on there. We don't have a special URL like everything else because we need 100 subscribers on our YouTube channel. So if you have any desire to watch weird YouTube videos, or if you even just want to throw a subscribe and you never use YouTube, just do that. And tell a friend. But either way.
Sweet. Likewise, you can check us out soundcloud.com/geektimenetwork and patreon.com/geektimenetwork. And and facebook.com/Metal Gear Mondays.
Yeah, even though so here's the thing, even though the show is going on a break, the conversation doesn't have to stop. And I guarantee that if Alessio sees something, or if I see something related to Metal Gear that we find interesting or funny, we'll post it to the page.
Absolutely.
We don't want to stop dialogue with you guys. We still want to talk to everybody. So don't feel like us going away means that we're shutting down the Facebook and we're not talking to you guys about anything anymore. Feel free to keep posting your funny pictures and your thoughts and stuff like that. We'll still be down to talk about Metal Gear with you on the Facebook page.
For sure.
Because responding and posting something on Facebook is a lot less time intensive than recording a hour-long some odd show every week. So.
Yeah. Well, and that being said, too, this break will give us time to also potentially even record some stuff and kind of backlog some recordings. That way we can roll those out and then only have to record the side ops for those weeks. So, yeah, we'll find a way to make it work. And when we return, it will be in gusto, and we will be doing well. So,
in gusto.
Yes. Please, guys, thank you so much for being patient through the break. And, chat us up then.
This ain't goodbye. It's just see you later.
Yeah. And Sam.
Hi.
You wanna find a way to move us into where we need to be?
I want to figure out the most roundabout way to do this as possible.
Okay.
So you know that thing where you have a thing that you need to put to a place, right? And then you put the thing in the thing, and then you put the thing on the porch, and then they take the thing, and they take it to the place.
This is a postal joke again, because I feel like we've already I was going to say exonerated. I feel like we've already exonerated reminds me of prison. Prison reminds me of solitary confinement. What do they call solitary confinement in some prisons?
The shoe.
Oh, is that all? Or I'm sure there's got to be a colloquialism that.
Well, the whole thing is the clink, right? They call the whole thing a clink, but
that's true.
The shoe is a good one for the solitary unit.
Something else.
There is something else. It's like the
tombstone, the grave, the hole,
the tombstone, the pit.
Also fun Fallout DLC.
Very fun, yes. I love it.
Maybe
fucking ingots though.
Maybe it's just a box, Sam.
Maybe it is just a box. It's just a box.
Just a box.